I remember the bit that kind of hit me was like, we were just like, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? And he was like, oh, because I'm lonely. And then about a week later, I got an email from the police. But they've got him basically. Hey guys, what's up? I look bare fruity. Excuse my hair, it's a mess, so I put it in a top knot. Anyway, I haven't filmed the YouTube video in probably like a month, 6 weeks. 6 weeks, bloody hell. Anyway, I thought I'd come on to like give an update video, explain some stuff that's happening, and mainly talk about this one situation that I'm going through right now regarding like my nonce catching videos. Yeah, so I came on to talk about this situation regarding like nonce catching videos, why I stopped, because it got pretty big in the end. Like the first video I did got like 2.5 million views, and it just, I don't know, it just kind of kicked off a little bit. But it was a bit of a roller coaster, and obviously I haven't, like, my friends know, but like updated it to you guys. So basically, I feel like I sound different, so my voice sound different. I feel like my voice has got lower. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about how I started nonce catching, how the middle of it, and the way I am now, basically. It all started off about a year ago when me and Keisha made a video called catching child predators on Tinder, and it was really shocking because you know this stuff happens, but you don't realise how much it happened. And basically we made Keisha a Tinder profile, and we basically told people she was 15. I'll leave the video link in the description. We basically told people she was 15, and the amount of people who were calm that she was 15 and didn't care, we're talking like 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, like old people. God, that's deep. Like 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, like old people cracking on with a 15-year-old. It was a bit mad how so many people were okay with it. So that was a bit of a shock. It was a shock to both of us. But also Keisha like gets it a lot, where she gets a lot of messages from like creepy guys, like sugar daddies, like wanting to give her money. For like sex, I guess. And basically we filmed that video. That video did pretty well, got like a few 100k views. And that, I did that in like July. Basically, Keisha came back down again in November. I always thought, I was like, yo, like what if we did this in real life? Because I'd seen a few videos online where people have met up with pedophiles, but these guys are like hard people, like shaved head crazy people. And obviously I'm not a crazy person. Well, I am, a little bit, maybe. Probably not. But yeah, I was like, yo, like what if I did this in person? I was always a bit too much of a pussy to actually do it. But then Keisha came back down again, and we were like, yo, like let's do this again. Like it was so easy the first time to get that many people on Tinder. So it's gonna be just as easy now, realistically. So basically then what happened was we found the nonce. We met up with him in my ends. It wasn't that bad because we didn't actually talk to him. Like, we saw, like you've probably seen the video, but we saw him down an alley, he ran away, and that was it. So that happened, and then me and Ben went to France for a week to like film the video, have a holiday, stuff like that. And as I was away, the video was like popping off, like, and this is my first viral video, so it was like popping off. It was like getting hundreds of thousands of views a day, and I was like, this is crazy. Everyone was messaging me. Everyone was like, yo, like this is lit, like you need to do more of this. You need to do more of this. So I was like, okay, cool. I was in a bit of a bubble. I was getting loads of views, and I was just like, this is sick. Like, I didn't see any of the repercussions of it. The nonce obviously like ran away. That was the last we saw of him, and that was that. But then I was getting loads of views, so I was like, okay, I need to do this again. But this time we're gonna meet him in public, and it's gonna be raw, like just raw. So I got a message from one of my viewers being like, yo, like by the way, there's this app, which is like a dodgy dating app where you can find loads of nonces. So I was like, alright, cool, I'm gonna download this app. Downloaded the app, set my location as near where I live. Like literally within a minute, there were dozens of nonces, but this was dirty nonces. These were like sending nudes, like just dirty stuff. And I was just like, this is a bit deeper this time. Like it felt a bit weird. I was like, this is different. So basically I got talking to this guy, and I was like, this is the guy, like this guy seems off, like he's raucous, like this is crazy. I was talking to him for like 3 days whilst I was in France. Whilst my video was popping off, getting loads of views, I was like, this is gonna bang, like gonna do it when I get home, like it's gonna pop off. So the guy's down to meet, he's a predator. And I'm like, we need to get him. I'm a pretty skinny dude, as you can see, there's not much on me. And basically, I was like, I need my big friend Posse. So that's what I did. Texted Posse, I was like, yo, we're meeting this nonce in like a week. Come with, I need my bodyguard. He was like, safe, cool. So, we arranged to meet this guy, the nonce, when I got back. And I don't know, it just felt a little bit deeper because the stuff he was saying over text was like, it was really scary. And I was like, because I was the one who was messaging him, I was like in it. and it just wasn't nice. This one felt a bit more connected. And basically, we arranged to meet up. The video's not up anymore, which I'll explain later. But basically what happened was we met up with him in my local town. We arranged to meet him outside Burger King. That's what we did. We met him at like 9:30 in the morning because that was the only time he could do. So we were hiding in JD Sports, which was opposite Burger King. Stay back, don't follow us, just stay back, okay? And I just remember as soon as I saw him, like walking, like it felt so different. Like my stomach like erupted and like I just felt so different. Like it felt so real, like just scary. And after it happened, like for probably a couple days, I just didn't feel right. Like I just felt so off. But yeah, so we met him. We were with him for about 20 minutes because he was at Burger King, and as soon as we went up to him, he just started walking back to the train station. We were just asking him questions. I remember the bit that kind of hit me was like, we were just like, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? And he was like, oh, because I'm lonely. And obviously it's not an excuse to be a nonce, but it did make me feel kind of sad. I was just a bit like, raw, like, yeah. Obviously it didn't make it better, but it was just a bit like, yo, like, raw, like, it just shocked me a bit. Because obviously you have the idea that these like nonces like, I don't know, just like, yeah. So that happened. After it, we had loads of adrenaline. I remember after it, me and Posse were like, yo, like what just happened? Like, oh my gosh. And as I said, for the couple of days after, I just felt off, like really off, like I didn't feel myself. So that happened, we didn't actually call the police in the end because I don't know, I felt different about it. Like when we were leaving, we spoke to him, we were like, you're never gonna do this again, are you? You're never gonna do this again. He was like, I'm awful, like, I'm not gonna do this again. So he said, I'm never gonna do this again. And I believed him, like I can trust people quite easily, and I just believed him. Like, I don't know why, but I just did believe him. Yeah, I believed him. This was like, it was like the 20th of December, 18th of December, something like this. I uploaded the video. The video was like banging off, like, what is that? So I uploaded the video was like popping off. The video got demonetized, which means I didn't make any money with it, but I was okay with that. Like it was just popping off, like, and it was a bit mad. Like when I'd go into town, like everyone would be like recognizing me as like the nonce catcher. And I was like, yo, this is sick. And then I was like, okay, so we got another one. Let's do this again. And I went back on the app, but I went as a different girl this time. And in the back of my head, I was like, the guy we caught might still be on here. Let's see what happens. Downloaded the app. Within 30 seconds of downloading the app, I find the same guy again. I was like, there's no way that he's gonna like do the same thing again. So obviously, said I was 15. I remember how I said it. He was like, oh, what are you up to? And I was like, oh, like, I'm just like ready to go back to school. What? It's a bloody hamster. Hey! Anyway, I said, I'm ready to go back to school. Just like get in his head, like, this girl's young. And he was like, oh, you're at school, like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm 15. And he's like, he wasn't like fine with it, but he didn't stop messaging me. I was hoping and praying he did not do it again. Like, I did not want him to do it again. But then also, if he did do it again, I'm like, this guy's not gonna stop. So, kept messaging him, kept going, and he was on it. Like, he just was on it. Like, he was okay with me being 15. So, on Christmas Day, I get around my friend Izzy, who was the voice on the phone when we spoke to him the last time. I was like, yo, Izzy, like, can you come over? Like, we've got him again, like, can you speak to him on the phone? Like, I just want to, like, make sure that he's, like, nonce.
Hey, did you just call me?
Sorry, I'm trying to save your number, but it's not working. Good night then, sweetie.
Long story short, Izzy comes over, we call him. Izzy's like, oh, like, I'm 15, like, is that okay? Bear in mind, this is the same girl. He's already spoken to Izzy on the phone before when he thought that Izzy was Keisha. And now it's a different girl. Izzy's still on the phone, same thing, doesn't remember. Izzy's like, oh, like, is it okay that I'm 15? And he literally said, yeah, it's alright, yeah, should be alright, something like that. So I'm like, oh, not again. But I wasn't gonna meet up with him. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't call the police at the time. I think I said I did, but I didn't call the police at the time. Just because I just wasn't involved, and I was a bit freaked out, so I stopped it. I stopped, like, nonce catching, so I just deleted the app. I was like, not involved anymore. And then, about a week later, I got an email from the police, and the police were basically like, we want to meet you, we want to take a picture with you, jokes. We want to get a statement from you, we want you to tell us what happened, what's going on. Because they'd obviously been informed about me catching nonces, and they basically wanted to, like, arrest them, I guess. So they came over, I told them the story, I gave them the footage, and long story, and now basically I'm in a criminal case, an ongoing case with this guy who, I don't know where he is, I don't know if he's in jail, I don't know, like, where he is, but they've got him basically, and I don't know, like, I don't really, like, I feel a bit weird about it, which is also why I haven't been nonce catching in a while. I think I'm gonna get back on it, and if any of the police are watching and listening to me saying I'm gonna get back on it, I'm gonna be very careful. I'm probably gonna have a few more big friends with me, and obviously I'm gonna take it straight to the police when I next do it, or if I next do it. Yeah, but that's kind of it. Like, I don't know, it's just a bit weird, isn't it? Like, you guys just see the videos and you just see, like, me catching nonces and being all fun and games, but it's not. Like, it's not fun and games. Like, I'm literally in like a criminal case now, like, and I'm, like, involved. Like, I get calls from the police, like, every other week, like, basically asking for more information. Also, I had to delete the video of us catching him. It's just a bit mad, isn't it? Like, I even said this to the police. I was like, originally, I just saw it as, like, games, because, like, I just saw the views and the numbers, and I was like, this is mad. And I didn't realise that there was actually, like, someone on the end of it until I saw him in real life, which is when it all became so real, which was the scary stuff. Anyway, it's a lot deeper than you think. That's why I wanted to, like, tell the story, basically. It is a lot deeper than you think. You just thought it was, like, catch it, fun and games, on to the next one. Another one, nonce. No, not like that. So if I do it again, the police are active on my channel, so it's another case, and every time I do it, another case. Oh, yeah. That's basically it. In the scheme of this story, I also have, like, I don't know how many there are a few nonce catcher shirts which are just here, that I have left on my merch site. So if you want to get a nonce catcher shirt, there are, like, small and mediums left, but if you want a nonce catcher shirt, press the link in the description and go buy a nonce catcher shirt. I might do hoodies, I don't know. I don't know, I just feel bad. Do I? Not really. Anyway, thank you for watching. It's Monday today. I hope you all have a good week. God bless. See you later.